Thanks for joining us. The Osseo Area School District took a big step forward this week toward building a new elementary school. The Osseo Area School Board approved a $55 million bid to build the new school in Maple Grove. It will be located on 35 acres in the northwest portion of the city near 101st Avenue and Arbor Ridge Parkway. About 1,100 K-5 students will attend the school. It will be the first new school built in the district in more than 20 years. Construction is expected to start in March. It should be done by the summer of next year. Where do pets go when they are lost and straying? For many animals, that places pets under police security in Maple Grove. And now, for the first time, the facility is sharing the names of the rescues that help bring hundreds of lost pets home. Here is Emily Haugen.
It's hard to find a moment of silence inside the Pets Under Police security building.
We have, 10 in here currently.
That chaos is purposeful. Pups collects animals found by police throughout the northwest suburbs. Animal Containment Coordinator Cassandra Bozer says the group's goal is to bring pets home to their families. But now more than ever, that sometimes doesn't happen.
We've unfortunately just had fewer owners calling looking for their pets.
But pups can only hold 20 cats and 20 dogs, plus a few little critters. Pups can't do adoptions, so that's where their rescue partners come in. Pups publicly shared the final rescue numbers of the year for the first time in early January.
So I think, the more communication, the more information that gets out there, the better chance we have of getting animals out of here quickly and into rescue that don't end up going back home.
More than half of the 1,000 animals they take in go to those rescues. Minnesota-based Heading Home K9 took the most dogs.
Looking at the numbers, without them helping us, we would have had a lot more dogs.
Heading Home K9 is a foster-based rescue. Natalie Miller is one of the rescue's founding members.
It's helping the community. So we should always, help the community first.
Her cat companion, Frank, came from pups. Miller's a foster mom herself, with dogs Rookie and Muttley Crew. Her brother-in-law also took in another friend, Ranger.
Rookie was super scared, skittish little dog when we first pulled him. And watching his personality blossom, that's like a reward of itself.
It's the small contributions of shelters like these that put these pets in loving homes, close to home.
We have the full pups transfer list on our website, ccxmedia.org. Meantime, the city of Crystal has a new plan and a new agreement to handle stray animals and lost pets. The city of Crystal opted to withdraw from pups. Instead, the Crystal City Council unanimously approved an agreement with Access Veterinary Care, an animal clinic across the street from the Crystal Police Department. The agreement takes effect in 2026. Crystal Police take in between 60 to 100 animals per year. Police believe the new arrangement will provide thousands of dollars in cost savings and better service. PUPS is funded through a joint powers agreement among 7 northwest suburbs. The facility is run by Maple Grove, which is considering a $2.6 million expansion. Animals can be used as a calming presence in traumatic situations. That's increasingly true for first responders. The Crystal Police Department recently welcomed a new member to the team whose sole purpose is to help staff cope with traumatic events. Some people put in so many hours at work that it feels like they live at the office.
Just making the rounds.
But the newest member of the Crystal Police Department actually does.
Mo stays here 24/7. We all pitch in to help out with feeding, with taking them outside, going on walks.
This is Mo, Crystal's new 5-year-old facility dog who joined the department on January 8th. A good boy with a relaxed personality who loves belly rubs.
Mo's not here to be an inconvenience. He's not here to make anybody more anxious. He's here to help.
Mo is here to help Crystal officers deal with the day-to-day stress that comes with the job. In the early going, the feedback has been positive.
If you turn the corner and you see Mo, everybody smiles. And that's not always the case around a police department.
Mo comes courtesy of Project Delta, an organization dedicated to pairing veterans and first responders with rescue dogs to help improve their mental health. It underscores how far things have come since Sergeant Dorr began his career 15 years ago.
When I started, we really didn't have anything for mental health. It was a mindset of this is part of the job, you deal with it, and you get through the day, you go home safe, and that was enough, and that's not the case.
Mo's permanent presence at Crystal Police Headquarters is part of that culture shift to help the people responsible for helping us.
Mental health, mental wellness has become very important, and this is just one extra thing we're doing.
Crystal police say that sometime in the future, they may let Mo come along on service calls to help provide comfort to folks experiencing anxiety. A new business that's part brewery, part dog park is in the works in Brooklyn Center. The City Council got a look at initial plans for a business called Morty's Bark and Brew. The owner envisions a 5,000 square foot indoor space with drinks and a limited menu. It would have an off-leash outdoor area and indoor space for dogs to play. Though the council had some questions about liability, reception of the idea was overall positive.
I knew that the council would like the idea as soon as I heard about it.
Thank you. Thank you for your support.
Brew Park in Plymouth has a similar concept, but its dog park is all indoors. The Brooklyn Center proposal is at the corner of 57th and Logan near Highway 100.
The Hopkins gymnastics team is one of the state's best again this season. In this week's CCX Sports Spotlight, Jay Wilcox profiles a royal standout.
To try this vault. And we got that Yurchenko entry with a layout.
She's not quite young enough to have been named after Simone Biles, but it's not a bad connection to have for a gymnast. Hopkins junior Nia Simone Brett looks up to the all-time great Biles and has been asked about the name similarity.
Sometimes my teachers actually say that.
Yes, I've looked up to Simone Biles and Gabby Douglas. Since we've seen them in the Olympics, I feel like it shows little girls and boys that you can do it. You're African American, you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it.
Britt, who started in gymnastics at age 7 in her backyard, is in her 4th season of high school gymnastics. Like most of the best high school competitors, she has a background in club gymnastics. There are pluses and minuses to both, but she's happy to be a Hopkins Royal.
But in a club, it's very strict. You have to have a certain amount of skill. You have to have a certain skill. You have to have certain things in this routine, certain things in that routine, and it's just very strict. In high school, they allow you to do anything you want to do. They allow you to be yourself. They allow you to do what's comfortable for you. Yes, it feels good seeing my friends in the crowd, knowing that they're here to support me. And my friend also, she told me, she said, every time I think of Hopkins, I think of you, because you're like the face of Hopkins.
Nia has really made her mark on Hopkins gymnastics, owning all of their recent records.
The fun part about her is she's continued to build on her skills. And she has really, really good technique, which is a good foundation to build and learn new skills. She picks up everything really quick. She makes gymnastics look easy in general.
While gymnastics is her main sport, Britt also excels for the Royals track and field team in the spring.
Track, it helps me with running for vault, and track, especially since I do high jump, it helps with a lot of floor and vault too at the same time because you use your legs.
After placing 3rd in the state Class AA team competition last season, Hopkins is ranked 4th this season and hoping to return to state when they host the upcoming Section 6 AA meet. Britt was 3rd in the vault last season and has high hopes this year, but she's pretty good at every event.
I feel like we have to go with vault. Not just because she scores the highest there, but she just has so much confidence and so much consistency. I don't think I've seen consistent on other events, but especially on vault, I don't think I've ever seen her do a bad vault.
I love vault. Vault is one of my favorite events. It takes a different type of focus for vault. You have to just lock eyes with the table and with the springboard, and it's just, you have to be intentional.
Yeah, I think she has a really good chance to place on pretty much any event. Vault is definitely a standout event for her. She's been on the podium the last couple years on that event. We're hoping she can bring a title back to Hopkins because She definitely has the potential on that event.
Bars is a little bit easier for me only because I know I've nailed some of it in practice, so it's just, I just think about it in the meet, just nail it like you did at practice.
And then balance beam, I would say, is another standout event for her. She's actually been ranked #1 in the state most of this season.
Beam, it's a struggle. It can be a struggle, but it just takes focus, and you have to get your mind right, and you just have to just block out all the negativity, all the sound, all the big noises, and just focus on you and the beam. I love floor because you get to show off all your personality, your attitudes, and all your unique skills.
The season is flying by, and while she has one more high school season left, Naya Simone Britt is pumped up for postseason competition in this outstanding junior season.
I am excited for sections. I'm really looking forward to sections and state because I do have a lot to show. I learned some good skills, some new skills, and I'm excited to show it off.
For the CCX Sports Spotlight, I'm Jay Wilcox.
Thanks, Jay. Hopkins will host the Section 6AA meet Saturday, February 15th. That's all for sports. I'm John Jacobson.